welcome to the world of M&Ms, those colorful chocolate-filled candies beloved across the globe. Whether you're a die-hard chocolate fan or just someone with a sweet tooth, chances are these tiny treats have made their way into your hands and vanish just as quickly. Their bright colors and crunchy shells make M&Ms instantly recognizable, while the rich chocolate inside delivers a satisfying bite without the mess. But have you ever wondered how millions of these perfectly formed candies are made each day? Step inside one of the largest M&M factories in the United States, a high-tech wonderland where chocolate craftsmanship meets industrial-scale precision. Here, machines and expert technicians work in harmony to blend, shape, coat, and package M&Ms at astonishing speed and consistency. From finely tuned extruders and temperature-controlled environments to high-speed coating drums and laser-precise printers, every step is designed to deliver flawless candies every time. On this behind-the-scenes tour, we'll explore the fascinating journey from raw cocoa bean to the glossy, candy-coated delights you know and love. It's a story of science, engineering, and sweet innovation, all working together to create one of the world's most iconic snacks. Not just made, marveled. The legacy behind the name, Mars and Murrie. Before we dive into the inner workings of the factory, it's worth taking a moment to understand where the name M and M's comes from. The two M's stand for Mars and Murrie, a partnership between Forrest Mars, son of the founder of the Mars Company, and Bruce Murrie, son of the president of chocolate giant Hershey's. In 1941, Mars and Murrie joined forces to create a new kind of chocolate candy. During the Spanish Civil War, Forrest Mars had observed soldiers eating chocolate pellets coated in a hard sugar shell, an idea that prevented the chocolate from melting in warm conditions. Recognizing the potential, he returned to the U.S. with a plan to mass-produce similar candies. Because Hershey's controlled the chocolate supply in wartime America, Mars brought in Murrie as a partner. Together, they launched M&Ms as a durable snack for U.S. soldiers. The hard shell kept the chocolate intact even in rough conditions, making it a perfect fit for military rations. What started as a practical wartime innovation soon became a cultural icon. From bean to chocolate, the secrets of the core. The journey of every M&M begins with one critical component: chocolate. This core, rich and perfectly crafted, is the foundation upon which everything else is built. But creating world-class chocolate for M&Ms is no ordinary feat. It requires not only premium ingredients, but also precise engineering and careful control at every stage. It starts with cocoa. Specialized teams source high-quality cocoa beans from select regions known for their consistent flavor, fat content, and overall quality. Every shipment of beans is inspected and cleaned with any extraneous material, such as stones, dust, or plant debris, painstakingly removed to ensure only the purest product moves forward. Once cleaned, the beans are roasted in large industrial roasters. These powerful machines, resembling giant horizontal drums, are precisely calibrated to ensure optimal roasting, unlocking essential flavor compounds and developing the signature chocolate aroma. The beans are rotated continuously for an even roast, while exact temperature profiles and timing are closely monitored by both sensors and expert operators. Next is winnowing. The roasted beans are cracked open and their brittle shells are separated from the precious cocoa nibs inside using a combination of vibration, air currents, and mechanical sieving. Only the nibs, which are rich in flavor and cocoa butter, proceed to the next stage. Grinding follows. The nibs are reduced to a thick, oily paste called chocolate liquor by powerful grinders. Despite the name, this liquor is free of alcohol. The grinding continues until the particles are reduced to a few microns in size, vital for the smoothness and melt-in-your-mouth texture that defines M&Ms. For classic milk chocolate M&Ms, high-quality milk powder or condensed milk, sugar, and sometimes vanilla are added to the chocolate liquor in precisely measured proportions. This mixture is then refined through rollers, further reducing particle size and ensuring an even, velvety mouthfeel. One of the most crucial stages is conching, where the refined chocolate is mixed and aerated for hours, sometimes even days, in large vessels with rotating paddles. During conching, volatile acids evaporate, flavors are developed, and the mixture becomes homogeneous. Each batch is monitored for viscosity, aroma, and taste to maintain the signature M&M's standard. Finally, tempering aligns the cocoa butter crystals, ensuring a glossy finish and the distinct snap of quality chocolate. The chocolate is cycled between specific temperatures in precision tempering machines, creating the stable crystalline structure required for proper formation and shelf life. Once tempered, the chocolate is held ready for the next operation, forming the core centers that will become the heart of each M&M. Precision forming, the magic of extruders and dies. Transforming the tempered chocolate into millions of uniform centers takes place within high-tech extruding stations. The chocolate is pumped to the extruders, where it passes through calibrated stainless steel dies designed to control the exact size and shape of each center. Chocolate flows through the dies as a continuous ribbon, which is cleanly cut by high-speed rotating wires or guillotines into perfectly sized droplets. Timing and synchronization are essential. Every cut must be flawless. These droplets fall onto conveyor belts and are quickly transported into temperature-controlled cooling tunnels. Here, gentle, filtered air currents and controlled belt speeds ensure the centers solidify uniformly, resulting in thousands upon thousands of precisely formed chocolate pieces. Any pieces that don't meet strict standards for size or shape are removed by automated sorters, minimizing waste and ensuring only the highest quality centers proceed. Off-spec centers are remelted and returned to the process, ensuring efficiency and minimal waste within the system. For filled varieties such as peanut, almond, or crispy, the process is modified. Peanuts, for example, are first sorted and roasted, then coated in chocolate via specialized machinery tailored for their unique size and oil content. Crispy and almond centers require similarly adapted approaches, but the underlying principle, precision forming through extrusion and calibrated cutting, remains the same. Once cooled, all centers are visually inspected by computer vision systems. Each is weighed and scanned to confirm conformity to specifications, making sure they're ready for the signature M&M shell. The science of shelled sweetness, coating, and coloring. M&Ms are instantly recognizable due to their bright, glossy candy shells. Creating these shells is a marvel of both art and science, using a process called panning, a technique that dates back hundreds of years yet has been perfected with modern automation. Chocolate cores are loaded into giant panning drums, each capable of processing hundreds of thousands of centers at once. These drums, spinning in perfect harmony, allow for even distribution of syrup, color, and air. Technicians introduce a liquid sugar syrup which evenly coats the tumbling centers. As the candies spin, jets of precisely controlled air dry the syrup, allowing it to crystallize into a wafer-thin layer. This procedure is repeated dozens of times, building up the shell layer by layer. Temperature and humidity are meticulously regulated throughout the process. If the environment is too damp, the crystallized shell can become tacky or fail to harden. If too cold, it may crack or dry unevenly. Technicians and automated sensors track these parameters, making constant adjustments to preserve quality. Once the shell has grown to the correct thickness, colorant is added. The syrup is mixed with food-safe dyes in the trademarked M&M's palette: red, yellow, blue, green, orange, and brown. These colors are applied systematically, with sensors measuring the hue and intensity in real time to ensure consistency across every batch. Adjustments to dye concentration, drying intervals, and airflow are made continuously so that every candy leaves the drum looking perfect. But did you know each color has taken on its own symbolic meaning over time, reflecting more than just a rainbow-like assortment? Red, confident and bold. Red is portrayed as the assertive leader of the group, quick-witted, charismatic, and unafraid to take charge. Yellow, cheerful and naive. Yellow exudes warmth and friendliness, often playing the lovable, slightly gullible sidekick. Blue, cool and collected, calm and composed. Blue is the smooth operator of the team, radiating confidence with a laid-back attitude. Green, confident and stylish. As the fashionable and empowered female character, Green embraces individuality and encourages self-expression. Orange, anxious and nervous. Always on edge, Orange brings neurotic charm and comic relief, embodying the anxieties of modern life. Brown, intelligent and serious. Brown takes on the role of the intellectual, sharp, mature, and often the voice of reason in the group. Purple, inclusive and authentic. Introduced in 2022, Purple represents inclusivity and authenticity, championing uniqueness and self-expression across all walks of life. While these character profiles add a playful storytelling element to the brand, they also reflect deeper values like diversity, relatability, and emotional connection, turning simple candies into memorable personalities. After the layers are complete, a tiny amount of food-grade wax, often carnauba, is introduced for a uniform, glossy sheen. The candies spin for a final few rotations, buffing themselves to an eye-catching luster that is as much a visual signature as the M on every shell. Once out of the panning drums, the candies move by conveyor to the next quality control checkpoint. Any candy with cracks, uneven colors, or surface imperfections is spotted by high-resolution cameras and redirected for remelt or disposal. Only those candies meeting the brand's rigorous standards move forward. Quality at every stage. Inspection, sorting, and perfection. In a factory that produces millions of candies per day, maintaining consistency and quality is paramount. From the initial blending of ingredients to the final packaging, a strict regimen of automated and manual checks keeps production on track. After panning, each batch of M&Ms is funneled past sophisticated camera arrays and sorters that look for visual defects, cracked shells, color mismatches, shape irregularities, and other deviations from the standard. Automated jets of air or mechanical arms remove defective candies, placing them in separate bins for evaluation. Some may be recycled while others are discarded, depending on the nature of the flaw. Samples are taken throughout the day for manual inspection and sensory testing. Trained quality control teams examine appearance, shell integrity, and taste, verifying that flavor and texture meet expectations. Weight is another area of focus. Every package, from party-size bags to smaller single-serve pouches, is checked by computerized scales to ensure contents are neither over nor underfilled. Any package outside the weight specification is rejected and recalibrated automatically, maintaining compliance and customer trust. Color harmony is systematically managed by photo detection sensors that check every candy for hue and brightness. Visual record keeping maintains batch-to-batch uniformity and traceability. Allergen monitoring and cross-contamination prevention are strictly observed, particularly during flavor or variety changeovers, backed by in-depth sanitation protocols on all relevant equipment and contact surfaces. A signature mark, printing, packaging, and logistics. With shells finished and defects removed, M&Ms proceed to one of the brand's most recognizable features, printing the iconic lowercase m on each candy. This is achieved with high-speed, food-safe rotary printers, where candies are arranged single file and precisely aligned for print accuracy. Vibrating lanes orient candies and move them along at exact speeds, while advanced control systems ensure each M is centered and sharp, even as thousands of candies pass through the system every minute. After printing, the ink is set and dried under controlled conditions to avoid smudging and guarantee durability from packaging through to the customer's hands. Next is packaging. M&Ms are directed into high-capacity packaging machines that rapidly count, weigh, and fill bags, boxes, and pouches. Optical sensors check for an even color distribution in each package, so consumers enjoy a visually balanced mix every time. Packages are sealed, passed through metal detectors and other safety checks, then labeled and boxed according to market destination. Robotic arms and automated vehicles handle the logistics of moving packages to warehouses, loading trucks, and preparing orders for shipment. Climate-controlled storage ensures freshness, and inventory is managed by comprehensive software systems tracking every batch from factory to store. The role of automation and innovation keeping pace with demand. Meeting daily production targets of millions of M&Ms would be impossible without a high level of automation. Every phase, from ingredient blending to packaging, is orchestrated by advanced software and programmable logic controllers, maintaining fluid flow and near-zero downtime. Clean in place, CIP systems enable rapid, effective cleaning of machinery between batches, crucial both for food safety and efficiency. Robotics handles repetitive or labor-intensive tasks, freeing human operators for quality checks, maintenance, and calibration. Sensors and data analytics provide real-time feedback, allowing for prompt adjustments that optimize output and minimize waste. Software platforms coordinate everything from energy use to ingredient stock, supporting efficiency and sustainability. Continuous improvement is part of the fabric of the factory's culture. Operators and engineers trial incremental process refinements, seeking opportunities for small gains in output quality, energy usage, or operating speed, ensuring the factory stays ahead of ever-rising global demand for M&Ms. Sustainability is increasingly vital. Precise dosing of ingredients, energy recovery systems, and advanced recycling protocols minimize waste and environmental impact, aligning the factory's output with Mars' ongoing environmental commitments. Beyond classic chocolate, varieties, flavors, and custom creations. While the milk chocolate M&M remains the flagship product, Mars has developed a popular family of varieties. Peanut M&Ms, for example, involves a distinct process. Peanuts are carefully selected and roasted, sorted by size, and then uniquely enrobed in chocolate before the candy shelling process. Crispy or almond centers require similar adaptation to ensure perfect shell adhesion and chocolate coverage. M&M's factories in the U.S. produce many seasonal and special edition varieties. For each new flavor, from caramel to mint or pretzel, the manufacturing line is adapted with new recipes, batch sizes, or specialized equipment inserts to accommodate novel textures and ingredients. The flexibility of the factory equipment allows for rapid changeover and development of special runs, supporting everything from limited-time flavors to holiday theming or regional specialties. Custom creations, such as personalized colors or messages, frequently ordered for special events, follow the same basic production process, with alterations made in the panning and printing phases to meet specific customer requirements. Even with customization, each M&M undergoes the same rigorous quality controls as its classic counterparts. Every new flavor or variety undergoes validation runs and pilot scaling to ensure that quality and consistency are never sacrificed, regardless of what's inside the candy shell. Fun facts and surprising firsts: M&Ms beyond the factory. In 1981, M&Ms became the first candy to travel into space, taken aboard the Space Shuttle Columbia. Since then, they've remained a favorite among astronauts, not just for their taste, but for their portability, cleanliness, and the fact that they don't melt easily. The process of creating each M&M is nothing short of a time investment. Approximately 16 hours are required to go from liquid chocolate to a fully formed, shell-coated candy. This includes shaping the chocolate and carefully building the sugary shell layer by layer. Quality has always been a hallmark of the M&M brand. Forrest Mars, known for his uncompromising standards, was so committed to perfection that he would reportedly recall entire batches of candy if the signature M wasn't perfectly centered. In more recent years, M&Ms have expanded into personalized products. Consumers can now customize their M&Ms online, choosing colors, printing messages, and even uploading images, making them popular for weddings, birthdays, and corporate events. A sweet finish, the marvel of mass chocolate production. To create millions upon millions of perfect, colorful M&Ms every single day requires an extraordinary collaboration of chocolate science, precision engineering, and state-of-the-art automation. The journey from cocoa bean to finished candy is a symphony of sequential processes, each demanding expertise, technology, and commitment to the highest standards of quality. What happens inside one of the world's largest M&M factories is seen in the blending of raw ingredients, the transformation of liquid chocolate into precision-molded cores, the building of vibrant, crunchy shells, and the instant recognition of the classic printed M. This is all supported by careful inspection, intelligent logistics, and the unending pursuit of perfection. The taste, look, and texture that customers expect remain unchanged whether in the US or around the world. Every handful of these timeless candies represents stories of teamwork, innovation, and technical mastery. M&Ms are the result of tradition meeting technology, a showcase of how modern manufacturing and food science can unite to produce something that brings joy to millions. So, next time you enjoy a bag of M&Ms, remember, behind each piece is a marvel of engineering, quality control, and creative problem solving. This is not only a delicious treat, but a testament to ingenuity and an enduring promise to deliver the same magic every single time. The story behind M&Ms is as colorful and captivating as the candies themselves, and it continues to evolve, delighting generation after generation with every bite. Not just made, marveled.